Okay, guys, I want to make this video, and I'm really targeting young professionals and college students. But really, this video is for everyone and anyone. I think it's a great learning opportunity. But I wanted to share a few nuggets on how to separate yourself from the pack, especially when you're interviewing, when you start a new job. How do you stick out from the rest? And so I want to share a quick story. So a few months ago, I had interviewed for a senior director position, and I was interviewing with the vice president of human resources. And we had a 9 a.m. call. And for those who aren't familiar, I am an early riser. I love to get a 5 a.m. workout, which means I get up at 4:15 to start my day. And so we are starting our interviewing, and then it goes to the default question. How's your day? How's your morning? How's the weather? And it was my opportunity right then and there to really change the direction of that interview. Instead of saying, it's fine, it's good, how's the weather by you? I let her know that I'm doing fantastic because I had an early morning workout and I've been up since 4:15 in the morning. And instantly that changed her mood. And I can see her eyes opening and she's like, well, tell me more. What do you do? I told her I do Orange Theory. And, I ended up telling her how I've been doing OTF for the last 7 years. It's changed my life. It gets me to do really good habits. I love structure. And then I told her this as well. I told her that you can't own the day if you don't own the morning. And I think that that was such a great opener for me. And we ended up having like a 10-minute conversation because she is an early riser as well. She likes to get her workout in, go for a run. So we connected instantly within those first few minutes. And again, we ended up having like a 10-minute conversation about fitness. And then what I love about it is that she was able to get a glimpse of my character and my discipline and my commitment. And so I was able to showcase that without even telling her about my experience. And I feel like that really separated me from the pack. I ended up going into the next round for the interview, and they flew me in. I ended up getting the job, ended up getting the role, and fast forward about another month and a half. Now I'm with the company. I'm less than 90 days in with my company, and we go to a conference. And leading into that conference, I remember going online and looking at the leadership at the organization. And I remember seeing the CEO and seeing his face, and his name was Ben. And I remember thinking, like, okay, like if I ever see Ben, I'm gonna remember what he looks like. And so I'm at the conference, and I had volunteered to register, so check people in, right? And no more than 10, 15 minutes of me being at that desk to check in people, I see Ben walking up. And I see him and I'm thinking to myself, he looks familiar. And he gets up to the desk and I'm like, that's 100%, that's Ben. And so I say, are you Ben? He goes, yeah, I am. And that's where I introduce myself. And right away, there was no hesitation. I just said, Ben, I'm Gus. I just started with the company a month and a half ago. I'm based out of Chicago. Um, and we ended up having like a great 10, 15-minute conversation right on the spot. And I think that that was such a key thing to put myself in a position to succeed. And I think when I take a step back, and especially for like the black and brown community, when we're always at a disadvantage, I think it's so important for you and for us to be more strategic. And I've always said this, but fortunes always favor the bold. And you can't be valuable if you're not memorable. So I think it's really important that when we move with, we're not to be scared, not to be intimidated, and we do it with confidence. We do it with our chest up. And at the end of the day, what's the worst that can happen? So those are two little stories I wanted to share with you. Hopefully that resonated with some of you. Comment. Love to hear what some of your success stories are when you interviewed. Okay. Talk soon.